Hey guys, DMS here today, presenting with you a new segment that I have been prototyping. This is the experimental run, the one of one and more to come. The KozyCast is what we're calling it, here with Cousin Kozy and Ship.
Yes, sir.
We've got a number of subjects that we want to cover on this show, not directly related to the content that I'm used to making, not all directly related to audio gear and things of that nature, but more to the music and art side of its culture. So subjects like we talked about, the influence that music has had on our lives, hip-hop and things otherwise, people who are still coming up in the industry, independent artists, people who are working on clothing brands, designs, and things of that nature, and just artists in general across the board who are trying to work on their craft. And this can kind of give us a platform to help present that. So I guess starting off, we talked a little bit about this. We kind of ran through and did some back and forth on a few subjects, but didn't get too deep into it. We want to save a few for on here on camera.
For sure.
So let's talk about that. You brought up earlier how music in general, I guess hip-hop for a lot of us, because that's kind of our thing, but I guess this could apply to anybody, how music kind of affected your upbringing and where you are now, making you who you are.
Shit, that was just like the greatest outlet you could have.
Right.
No matter what you were going through, no matter what you just represented, you know what I'm saying? You would always have a soundtrack behind it if you had some headphones in.
Nice.
So, I mean, through my little struggles in life, whatever it may have been, you know what I'm saying, I had that cold playing, because once you're in high school, that's really when you kind of gain your ear for it. You know what I'm saying? Who you are, what you want to be type shit. So
you already know what Cole did for me, so
I can't speak on it. They don't know.
I can't even know. I can't even touch that.
Yeah, no, actually, and here's the thing. You know what? I totally skipped past this too. Run these guys through, because everybody here knows me.
Oh, for sure.
They don't know you yet, so let's go one by one.
So
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Ship Skylark. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on the gram at Ship Skylark. I don't know. I don't really know what I am yet, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in this world trying to figure it out, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I design streetwear. You can follow my streetwear brand at losangels.us. I'm working on a magazine right now, man. I just like having my own creative space and just doing creative stuff, man. And right now I'm trying to reach out to other creators and stuff like that. So meeting you and meeting Kozy, I've known him for a minute, but meeting you today was a blessing, man. And I feel like we got something great we're working on, man.
Yeah, so it's been a fun day so far, and we're just getting started.
Eating burgers, man, playing pool.
Yep, we've been running all over town today.
Hey, what's the name of that spot again?
The Burrow Bar and Grill, best burger in town, man.
Hey, real life. Cousin Kozy, at Cousin Kozy on Instagram. And I can't say too much about myself right now, man. You just got to tune in and see where we're going to be. That's it.
That's wild.
That's it.
There you go.
That is wild. So give us something about you, man. What's up?
Okay, well, for those of you who do not know, I guess for those of you new to the channel on this video, if you're discovering this first time, I'm DMS. I did a lot of audio reviews for a really long time, and just decided it's time to branch out. I'm a filmmaker, creative, just do pretty much everything I can in any industry.
Greatness, the GOAT.
The
GOAT.
Just having fun.
Yo, you gotta check out this man's channel, dude. Like, you got some crazy work out there, man. Music videos, like, bro. You've inspired me today, honestly.
I appreciate it. It's fun doing music videos and everything like that, but honestly, I'm at a point where it's kind of time for me to move into something that's more my own, you know? As much as because I've done a lot of stuff for like country artists, and some in hip hop and things like that, but it's at a point where it's time to branch out and support more people that aren't going to be backed by all the big labels.
Real life.
You know, because that's how I felt for a long time, especially coming up as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I'm still not huge yet. I'm still a reasonably small channel, and I feel that hustle that a lot of people do. And I want to try and help bring others with me on this. You know, because I feel like I'm lucky to have a platform now, and I'm lucky to have people that are with me. And I know it took years to get to this point. So I want to help everybody else where I can.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel that same way, man. Like right now, like I've been thinking about doing a non-profit, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the whole Nipsey Hussle thing going on. I'm sure we're going to talk about that later, Ben. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to a middle school that was pretty rough, you know what I'm saying? In a rough area, whatever. So, seeing what Nipsey bought to I know I'm trying to jump the subject, but seeing what Nipsey bought to his community makes me want to go back to my community and kind of do something. So, man, since I like art, like, it feels like in the community I was raised in, you was either given a ball or a mic, and you had no other choices, like ball or rap, you know what I'm saying? So seeing him be doing something totally different, I think I want to do something like that and start a nonprofit one day, you know what I'm saying? And put an art program for after school for some kids in, you know what I'm saying, in our area. We in Nashville, so put something for them there.
And Nashville's a big city.
It is a big city, and we're growing, man. Downtown is crazy. For real.
No, most definitely. I feel like with what you said, man, about just what the impact Nip had, that kind of ties into like every hood in the world now. Like he brought a different type of inspiration for something a lot of young youth, you know what I'm saying, urban youth should see.
Yeah.
Gives them that inspiration just to tie into something different, man, showing you that you don't have to pick up that mic or that basketball, man. Hustle how you want to.
Exactly.
Hustle the right way, though.
Man. We live in a world right now, the point that we're at in history is so far advanced compared to any other time. Right now, a human being, like the struggles we have, you know, you can do pretty much anything and still make an okay living and still survive. Whereas you look at people in previous generations, it was just about making it through a week or making it through the next day, battling diseases and wars and all that. The time we live in now is a time where it is possible for almost any human being to do almost anything they want. Yeah.
The sky's the limit, literally, man. Like, social media era we're in right now is insane. You can you can literally be anybody you want to be.
Anybody.
If I can sit here, if we can all sit here right now and make this video and not have to worry about, you know, roof over our heads and if we're going to eat tomorrow, then that's pretty great.
Man.
Most definitely.
Crazy.
Hey, that's what we tuning into. That's what we're trying to do. Type shit. But yeah, man, it's a dream.
Man.
It's a dream. It's just really actually stepping off that ledge and living out whatever dream you see for yourself.
Yeah.
It should be that easy.
So what you're trying to get into first, man? You know what I'm saying? We got some topics down.
I like the whole thing about where music kind of brought us up into what we are, because that kind of plays into what you were saying. Music kind of showed me that it's possible for a lot of people to have dreams and make it somewhere. Because I talk nonstop about Mac Miller, and you're probably going to have to get sick of it eventually.
You're good.
But Mac was like, that was my first hip hop artist I ever really listened to.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind of really struck me. Because what's interesting is I was recording hip hop for a few years before I was really listening to it. And somebody introduced me to Mac, and the first one I think I heard was Watching Movies with the Sound Off, that album. And then I started listening to Good AM. And being a person who battled a lot with like depression and all this other stuff, like hearing somebody else who was dealing with all these problems but still made it somewhere, you know. And the thing that was really interesting is like even on his last album before his passing, he was a person who wasn't really happy with where they were at in life, but was still looking for that, you know. And it kind of showed me that like these people who have really made it somewhere, and these people who are still, you know, progressing in their careers and doing all this stuff, you know, they're human just like the rest of us.
All right, my first introduction to hip hop was through my father. I was born in Syracuse, New York, and my dad's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
So like I have that deep rooted New York hip hop from my dad, and it kind of left a stem on me. But my first tangible CD was Lil Wayne, No Ceilings.
Nice.
And it was for my 14th birthday. I never forget my friend Trevor Turner. Shout out to Trevor. I don't know. I'll see you on May 4th. You graduated from UTC, man. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? He gave me No Ceilings for my birthday, and I'll never forget that, man. But music has impacted my life in so many ways, bro. Like, the influences of hip-hop are everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hip-hop's the biggest genre of music that's out there, honestly.
It's an absolute culture now.
It is. And it's our culture. Like, it's for the youth, man. And I'm 23 years old, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I still hang around people that are younger because they make you feel youthful, because youth always wins. And I feel like that's where big corporations mess up at. When they go to older guys and they hire older guys, hire the youth, man. The youth is where it's at.
Oh, we're the future.
We are. And the thing is, I feel like hip-hop is going through a transition, and y'all may not like, because, you know, I'm the Lil Uzi Vert, guy. But that's what's coming up, you know what I'm saying? Right now, music is in a space where it's not about last longevity. We talked about this before. It's about get in and get out. These kids are coming from the street. I think Lil Pump was popping Xans and drinking lean.
It's
like
whatever's
13.
popular at the time.
Exactly.
So
it was, you know what I'm saying? What you say?
Oh man, I feel like if you popularize bullshit, that's what's gonna, you know what I'm saying, sell. So why are we still doing that at this point? Seeing how quick you can be in and be out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick bug. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You can sign a record label. You can sign to a record label for $5 million. That's enough to feed your family. And beyond the BS that these rappers do put on with chains and all that. Just think about how much of a life change it is. Who wants to go from sleeping on someone's couch every night to being in to being in a hotel room, in a 5-star hotel room, and rocking big stages and being that guy?
Oh, it's an overnight thing. It's crazy.
You go from 4,000 followers one night to 20,000 to 1 million to 2 million, and that's the thing, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's another thing too. I think that it's a good thing and a bad thing, because in some cases you have a lot of people that think, you know, because they see the overnight artists. But there's a lot of, I mean, the vast majority of people are the people that have, you know, spent 20-something years building their careers. I think a lot of people now almost expect that they're going to get the overnight success just like that. Yeah. So it's almost tragic in a way. It's good for the people that do make it, but it's tragic for those who expect it, because I don't think you can ever expect success to just kind of fall in your lap like that. But sometimes we're being taught that, because that's, you know, those are the big people that are coming up on social media. Those are the people that fill Instagram. Yeah,
and that's all we're seeing. We don't see the hard work put in.
Exactly.
We see the instant gratification of it.
That's true.
Well, we see like the Peter McKinnon's. He's a big YouTuber, right? He's got like I think like 3 million subscribers. and in the first, I want to say 6 months, hit 1 million, which is absolutely crazy. But what people don't know is the guy struggled for 29 years before that.
That's nuts.
29 years of figuring out what he wanted to do before one day he's like, I'm going to try making some videos, and did, and it just took off.
Shit.
So a lot of this stuff, it's all. I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess the struggle could translate though. You think? Is there a quantifiable amount of struggle you have to achieve before you achieve success? And does someone being in a worse life situation and struggling in that translate to 29 years of whatever else, or 25 years of whatever else?
It's funny you say that, because when you look at a lot of people's success stories, you see a lot of struggle. Like, think about it. Tyler Perry was living in a car before he became who he was. You got artists who went from Lil Yachty and the Good Perry. People haven't even remember who that is now. He's kind of played out. Let me say that's messed up.
Go ahead, do your thing.
But Perry, he's kind of played out. He's Lil Yachty's first producer or whatever.
Yeah.
He was sleeping in a car when Lil Yachty met him at a party, and it's like boom, just like that, he turned into a millionaire. So it's like when you say like, hey, how much are you willing to struggle and go through stuff to get to that next level, and how does that quantify your manifestation of your dreams? And I was like, man, like that's deep, bro. That's deep.
Yeah, and a lot of people. It comes down to situational.
Yeah.
You know, like that guy Skrillex, who was the big dubstep artist everybody used to listen to.
Yeah.
He got big because he was playing a small club one time, found out there was somebody big there, and walked up and handed him a flash drive.
Man.
That's what made his career. Otherwise, he'd probably still be doing little clubs.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff comes down to grinding as hard as you can, and then hoping that one day you get that that lucky break.
So what about you, bro? What the music got you? You know what I'm saying?
What didn't it give me? From the beginning, man, from a tyke. My parents are way older. I ain't gonna put their age out, but I was around like early Temptations, Motown stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff around that era. Stuff around that era. So that's why I gained my ear for music. And as I got older, my mom became a single mother. I think I was like 10 years old. First 2 CDs I ever received was Late Registration by Kanye West.
Classic.
And Rhythm and Gangsta by Snoop Dogg.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of how I carry out life nowadays, from having that teach me in a sense, because that would be my bonding time with my God.
It's crazy you say that those are your 2 CDs, bro. You from the D, bro. Like,
no, I'm from Flint, Michigan. A10, my bad.
You from Michigan, and those are your first 2 CDs. That's crazy.
My first 2, man. And it was just like that introduction to music, hip hop, which I always had an ear for, but those were the ones that consistently played. Like, I got so many memories from those 2 albums alone, but that's where the beginning started from. So Kanye West had a big effect on me, just seeing his growth. And I wouldn't even call it the demise of it. Man has a plan with everything he does, man. So not the whole world won't understand it, because it's for him to understand, and his message behind it. We're gonna touch on that for sure.
Love Kanye, but
it's just a lot, man. A lot the music is done, man. Brought you through, and if you have nothing at the end of the day, we'll speak on that. It's just like as time goes on, but you'll always have music there. You'll always have music.
Pretty much. That's how I start in my day every day. Honestly, like I tell people this all the time, but I've been listening to Good AM every morning for the past I want to say, I keep saying 3 years, but really it's been since I was probably 20, so about 5 years. I mean, start up the day, start that album, keep going, and you just got all these things you go through. Like, all right, you're in this kind of mood, you put this on, you keep going. Every time we drive somewhere, we put something on.
That's true.
Get home, I got my music on for relax, and it just never stops.
And that's what's crazy about music. There's so many different. Well, hip hop for me, because I listen to hip hop and alternative rock. But for me, like, depending on my mood, I'll turn on different artists. Like Juice WRLD just dropped the album. Son, that album shook me. Like, I really it was in my bag. Like. I'm like, damn, like, I'm messed up. I started
it influences you. It controls your mood. It kind of, I want to be in this mindset. I'm listening to this.
Exactly.
I'm too tired today. I'm going to listen to this because it's hype. Or like, I want to listen to something upbeat. Or you trying to be sad, happy, whatever.
Man, I'm telling you.
God, it shifts all types of emotions, all different type of vibrations out your body. Shift your mood from wanting to beat a nigga up to wanting to love your woman.
I got a story for that, because we got to incorporate some stories in these
podcasts. Okay, yeah, go for it. Run it.
So look. He talking about music making you want to beat somebody up, right? All right, so look.
Oh, man.
We got a homeboy. I ain't going to say his name. So look. Right. Listen to this. We go to the studio. He's like, I was working or whatever. He was just chilling at the moment. He was like, my boy was like, you got to take off work, man. You got to take off work. You got to just come to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Man. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take off work.
Tell him from beginning to end that day.
Oh, I'm getting building up.
All right, go ahead.
So look, I'm like, cool, I'm going to take off. I hit up Kozy. I'm like, I'm finna take off work to go to the studio. You gotta go. He's like, cool. A week goes by, right? Me and you was together the whole day, right?
Bro, that was the day we
was trying to, we had started planning. Yeah,
that was the day we started.
That was the day we started planning. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get what we have going on now to go on, but we were the missing link. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We had our rebuttals
DMS.
throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? Everything, you know what I'm saying, wasn't all peaches and cream. So we get to the studio now. All right, Chris.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Keep
So
talking.
bro gets to the we go to the studio, we meet up with bro, whatever. He rides with us, son.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I feel like if somebody's there, you got to be engaged in it. You can't just be distant. I feel like he was distancing himself from our boy making the music, right?
I was peeping scene.
And I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Our boy was in there like bullshitting like
whole time, and I think we were feeding off that energy, and that's what upset us because of how productive we were that day. We got a lot done that day.
Exactly.
So him taking us to his, you know what I'm saying, surroundings, it was just kind of like, bro, what you want? Because we was hyping up.
Yeah.
We was hyping up, and it was just like he was kind of like mellow, not trying to.
And so he wanted to be, he's the artist, like he wants to be a rapper and stuff like that. So So we're supposed to be listening to him rap.
Me and him
are rapping
in the studio. Me and him
are rapping,
dude. Honestly, I don't know if I told you this. I ran a recording studio for a long time, and that was kind of my big thing before I got into YouTube and everything else.
Yeah.
That was my full time job. It was just studio all day. And 99% of the people that came in were like rappers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And maybe a few out of 100 would be good
for sure.
But there were guys, man. There were guys that I had a lot of fun with though that like they didn't record crap. There'd be one guy who'd come in, he'd pay for studio time. Like $50 an hour, and he would sit in there and just trip balls.
What?
I had a recording booth, and it had like disco lights in it and stuff like that. Some people they want like blue lights or red lights, whatever. There's a mode you flip it on, it just flashes like crazy. This guy comes in here tripping on shrooms to get a recording session done. Goes in the booth, just locks in the door. He's like, just bro, put on another beat. Just keep on putting on different beats. 6 hours straight, doesn't record a single thing. Then comes out and he's like, oh, bro, that was sick, awesome.
You got paid for it, right?
Yeah, he paid me for it. He had a great time. He came back. No, he came back. He did it again.
What?
Yeah, real cool dude. I don't know whatever the hell happened to him, but man, you meet shout out to you, bro.
Really?
I don't even remember what his name was. I think he did record a song eventually. It ended up being pretty dang good, but man, it just took him tripping balls in my booth a few times.
Zone.
And he rapped?
Yeah. Man. Yeah, no, he made like those club bangers kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the type of mojo you gotta, type of zone you have to put yourself into to get to a certain place.
Man, you get some characters though.
No, by all means, do that. I ain't gonna co-sign the shit, but
Facts.
if that's what you got to do to get to where you want to go from point A to point B, I guess.
Nice. But man, sessions like that, those are some of the most fun sessions I ever had because I didn't have to do crap. We just sit and be like, "Yo, look at this guy. What's he doing?"
Nah, you got stories to tell for days. I bet.
Man.
Oh, dude, wild stuff. Did I tell you about the piece of toast?
Nah.
No.
Okay. Oh man, Drew, you're gonna kill me for this one. Sorry. Shout out to my bro Drew. Drew is a very talented musician. I'll put
you told me about Drew.
Yeah, Brazier the Rager. You can look him up with SoundCloud. He's pretty decent. But I recorded Drew for a long time, and my buddy Ross at a recording studio was like, "Yo, let's fuck with these guys a little bit." So we take a piece of toast and we hang it in front of the microphone like a pop filter, right? And he's like, "Just tell him it's gonna, like change the sound a little bit. Like it's a new trick you got." I'm like, "All right." So we do that. I start recording his mic and my mic outside the booth at my desk, so I can kind of record when I'm talking to him. I'm like, he's like, "Yo, what's up with this?" I was like, "Dude, it's gonna sound great. This whole new technique I learned. Nobody in the game's doing it. Totally new."
Sounds new. I never heard.
Yeah. So he goes in there. He starts rapping into this piece of toast instead of the microphone. Right. Yeah. He goes like a full, great freaking verse, man. I felt so bad about it. Eventually, I stopped him. I was like, "Drew, what the hell are you doing?" He's like, "What do you mean, bro?" It's like, "Bro, you're rapping into a piece of toast. What the hell are you doing?" He gets so he's like, "Man, with me like that, dude." He comes out pissed. And it was great. He goes back in there, takes the toast, rips it off, takes a big ass bite out of it.
Facts.
I know.
We did in the studio.
Yeah, right. Not honestly though. 99% of the days we were just dicking around, having fun, and music was kind of a byproduct of that, you know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Facts.
Yeah, no, we had some crazy days, man. I don't keep up with a lot of those guys anymore. I need to have Drew and those other guys on here one day. Let you hear his side of the story.
Yeah,
kick my ass on camera.
I mean, he'll see this and he'll definitely want to talk about it after that. So,
facts.
I'll definitely respect that,
man. So,
you want to finish off where?
Oh yeah. So back to the story with bro. You know
what I'm saying?
It don't end.
We just went way off on a tangent there.
But it was cool though.
That's straight.
So it don't end where we just in there rapping, me and him rapping. It gets crazy. So look. So now, bro decides to rap, right? But he's like, "Oh no, this ain't right. Oh no, this ain't right. Oh no, this ain't right." So he continues to say the same rap over and over.
He was nervous, man. He was nervous. How I am right now on the first episode of the KozyCast, DMS presents. But he was just nervous, bro. He was nervous. I think that's what it was, and more so than that, bro, we took him out of his lane. I think we went there with expectations for it.
Yeah. For sure. So we get there and he's just saying the same. He's like, bro, y'all trying to say it. So we're literally saying his raps the way he's supposed to be saying them, but he's not saying it the way he wants us to say it.
Right.
So we're like, okay. So after a while, he dips. Like, he just goes off. We don't know
I stepped outside, bro. I had to make a phone call and smoke a black, bro, because it was stressing me out that I had them expectations for what he was trying to do.
Now, mind you, we've been with this dude. We've been with this dude for the studio session only. I'm like, yo, this my... Because I introduced him to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. Like, that's my boy and you my boy, but I need us to all be here for this moment. And it just wasn't like that.
It never got expressed in that time.
In that way, exactly. Because it was
real
all
life
rushed.
The first time we really just breaking it down.
Yeah. So long story short, bro, he comes back in the room. He acting like an asshole. I'm acting like an asshole.
I was
This man is in the studio trying to fight me, bro. Like,
tell the whole story if you gonna tell it.
He pulled chairs from up under me and everything. I'm like,
alright, this the whole story. This the whole story. Cuz mom made some spaghetti.
Facts.
Spaghetti was sitting in the trunk. So after I came back from smoking that black, he was like, nah. He was like, let me grab something from your car. I'm like, all right, cool. Go grab the spaghetti too. So he come back grabbing the spaghetti. He was sitting in the seat. As he was going, I switched and I sat in the seat.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with people. I fuck with people, bro. So I'm sitting in the seat. He comes in. He was like, you grabbed your laptop. Yeah. He was like, I need that seat to do this, that, and the third. I was like, give me the spaghetti. I'm going to get up. He didn't give me the spaghetti, so I stayed in the seat, bro.
I didn't like his energy.
He ain't like my energy. He ain't like my energy. And they told me that when I walked in from smoking the black. All reality, I was just chilling, peeping, seeing, whatever.
Okay.
So he gets mad, didn't say nothing, sits on the other side. I walk over, I'm like, can I get the spaghetti? He's like, no, this is my spaghetti, blah, blah, blah. He said that, I yanked that motherfucker.
Oh,
I yanked the seat.
So now that I saw the seat, it's ugly, but that just show you what music do. Like, but that just shows you how productive we tried to be, though.
We tried to be and messing with unnamed. You know what I'm saying? We got took away from that. And mind you, I hope what he does with his music goes epic, bro. Epic, bro. Because them lyrics, they were hard. His vibe was hard. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we just kind of took him out his own.
Yeah.
Because we had our thing going in. And
it's like that sometimes.
Real life energy's real, bro. So if we're coming in super hype about something, and he's kind of like trying to see how we're feeling and trying to catch up to us, he wasn't ready for that at that time, and neither were we.
I was trying to see. I was trying to see if we gonna spit some fire because we've never heard him rap,
bro. The whole time we knew the whole time I've known him, I knew he was a rapper.
Me too, hell.
Never heard anything from him.
He wouldn't spit you a bar. He wouldn't show you nothing. So he didn't have anything recorded.
Man, the moment he went into the studio, I'm like, this nigga God, he about to go.
Yeah.
He about to go.
And we get in there and it's not that at all. So it was a dud.
Nah, mind you.
See, sometimes you get people that just come in there and they blow your mind. Like, boy, you're brought down from Flint.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna save that for another day. We're running a little bit short on time, but that'll give the people something to look forward to in the next one. Yeah, we'll be publishing. I guess we will be publishing a video related to that tomorrow. So the day after this is released, expect to see the project that we were referring to.
Greatness.
Yeah, that was actually something recorded
in a day.
Yeah, the song and the music video all in one day on a next to nothing budget, and it turned out pretty good. So make sure you check that out. The video will be dropping tomorrow onto this channel. So guys, if you like this video, please leave a like down below and a comment letting me know what you want to see in the future or any constructive criticism related to this episode or ones in the future. You have an artist or a clothing brand or someone you want featured, let me know and I'll see if I can get in touch with them. And as always, don't forget to stick around and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Until the next one, guys. Peace.
It's been real.